Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my Metro 2033 Redux Good Ending walkthrough, and this is mission 6, also known as Market. And this is one of those a bit slower missions, but it's pretty vital because here we're gonna do some preparations. We are gonna do some changes to our arsenal, and we are gonna pick up the weapons that I will use for the rest of this game actually. And I will also show you how to get a trophy called Toast, and that's for drinking at every occasion. And I managed to mess this up a little bit, because you go over to this bartender and you buy a drink, and I forgot to drink it. So buy a drink and he will pour it into your mug, and then he's gonna have another another one. Doesn't seem like he needs one, does it? But before you leave the bar top, pick up the mug and drink it. I forgot to do that, so that is my mistake. I'm telling you about it so you don't make it also. But as I said, in this mission we are gonna do some changes to our arsenal. I talked about in a previous video that I prefer to use the Shambler, the AK-47 and a silenced pistol. These are the weapons I think work absolute best throughout this entire game. And I would recommend that you use them as well. But if you prefer another gun, feel free to do that, to use that also. And here we're gonna pick up another karma point. As I said, the karma points in this game may be a little bit weird. First you have to listen to this man arguing with a kid, because he is a storyteller. And he wants the kid to pay him to tell the rest of the story, or tell him another story. So we're gonna wait around here for a little while they talk. Gets a bit annoyed with the kid, like adults do sometimes. But we give him a bullet and we get our karma point and we can head onwards. And also in this mission I make another little mistake, not a big one. It just means I have to backtrack a little bit. Now I was just walking around, exploring this place and also looking for the ammo salesman. Tried playing that battle like as well to see if I could get another karma point, but that was not the case. And here we have the gun shop. I was thinking about editing this out, but I didn't want to do it, because I want to show you exactly what I pick up. So in this game you can also trade in guns, so you get the new ones a little bit cheaper, which I think is a really good thing. And I put on the extended barrel on the Shambler. Don't put on suppressors, because suppressors nerfs the damage output a little bit, and when you resort to a shotgun, who needs a suppressor? Instead, I'm gonna put a silencer or suppressor on my pistol, and also put on optics. That is a night vision sight, very good if you have to use it in dark areas. You can see everything a lot better. And no, I didn't decide to pick up any knives or masks, didn't I? Yes, I did. Just checking out the inventory a little bit. And also picking up some throwing knives. Throwing knives, as I talked about in a previous video, are some of the absolute best weapons you can have in this game. And also in these places you can trade in ammo for weapons that you don't use. And the small mistake I make, almost rhymed, is I'm gonna trade in, or I'm gonna sell my bastard rifle, because not in the next mission, which is on the surface, I will only use my shotgun and my pistol, And also in the mission after that one, you will get an AK for free. So when you think you're ready, meet up with Bourbon. And I just realized when I came here that I forgot to trade in or forgot to sell my bastard rifle. So he's heading for the exit and I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. This is small mistakes one sometimes does when you're making a walkthrough, but I'm not perfect and neither do I pretend to be. But it's also one of those things that makes it a little bit more personal. So we head back to the gun shop and we sell this piece of trash. I think the bastard is a great name for that weapon because it really is a bastard of a weapon. It's slow to reload, takes a real long time, and I don't think the damage output on it is as good as on the AK. Not 100% sure about that one, but I think it's a bit lower. And if I remember correctly, I may not, but I think if you're playing on, for example, Ranger Hardcore, the absolute highest difficulty of this game, sometimes I think it can get jammed. And that is something you very rarely see in video games. I think it was part of old games called Arma that were more like war simulators than first-person shooter games. Or I think they were first-person. I've never played them myself, but I know an old co-worker of mine was a big fan of the series. A lot due to the realism of it. But if your gun jams up in the wrong situation, you're fucked. So I'm quite glad that that is not a common feature in these FPS games. But we are basically done here in the market. All that remains now is that they are gonna secure the exit and we are gonna head up to the surface. And this is the first time we head up there, it's not the last. But it is quite fun level coming up after this one. Remember to put on your gas mask, the radiation will kill you otherwise. And also be wary of the visor. But I want to thank you very much for watching and I will see you again in my next video. So until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.